Hi everybody, welcome to my channel where we're going to talk about how to, basically get started on becoming either a mobile notary or a um, RON, a remote online notary, for you to be able to do notarizations from home. I started this channel because when I first started back in December, well, I got commissioned in November. When I started back in December, actually doing some work, when I started, it was hard to find any actual information on where to go and what was the best for me and seeing what the options were. So, excuse me. So when I first decided that I was going to go ahead and become a notary, I asked my mom's cousin, and she told me about this site, American Associations of Notary. And today I'm going to show you about three websites that you can go to, and they all differ in price range, but they all differ in what you will be able to get for those particular prices. I'm not going to go into deep details about myself today. Right now, I just wanted to start with this particular video because I feel like you have to start somewhere. Just like with YouTube, I've been putting this video off. I actually made this video for like 3 different times. I'm totally new to this, and I was using a different software. Like I said, I'm not gonna state everything today. I'm just gonna go through these websites for you really quickly and show you a couple of things. And I feel like it's best to go ahead and get your commission. This is where you need to start off with. In the state of Texas, it's a lot easier to get your commission to become a notary than most states where you have to take a test. So first off, we're going to start with this website, which is American Associations of Notary. I am mainly doing this for Texas residents, but these websites, all the websites we will go to, except the second one, which is the Texas Secretary of State, you will that's only for Texas residents, but the other two will be for any state that they have listed on their list. So first off, you would click whichever state you're in, and we're going to go ahead and click for Texas. So then it'll bring you to this. So for Texas notaries, it's only $89.95 for a 4-year term. So we're going to go ahead and click Get Started. So they give you the option to either apply online or apply by mail. Why would you apply by mail? Don't know. So just apply online. There's 3 steps you need to go through, which is selecting the form of payment, application for the and notary supplies, and then review, print, and then check out. So like I said, we're going to do it online. You'll use your credit card to put your information in. Next is the application process that you'll fill in. So when I first started, I was going to do the mail route. Well, that's the second website I'm going to take you to. But finding this one, being, sent to this one by someone else, I found it a lot more easier. I didn't have to think about did it get lost in the mail or anything like that. So you'll fill all of this information out. You also can come back here and renew your notary commission as well. So after you fill all that information, you choose one of the package. So with this particular package, you will get for your notary bond, your notary certificate, your which is the state filing fee, your self-inking notary stamp, your notarial journal, um, and a notary public manual that they do give you. Um, and they also give you a 1-year membership to the American Associations of Notary. As you can see, the price does not differ between the two. What only differs is the practically the color that you can get your stamp in. Oh, that Arctic white is actually pretty cute. I ended up going with I believe this package over here, the Costco notary stamp package. Um, so in the state of Texas, it's not, it doesn't necessarily tell you what kind of ink Everybody recommends that you just go with black. For my first stamp, I did not listen. I went with a mint green uh, out casing, and then the ink that I had inside was purple. It was purple. Those are my two favorite colors. I do suggest that you do go with black. I'm not saying I have stamp papers with my my purple ink stamp, and no issues. I mean, just I guess to have a little bit more professional air to yourself, it's better to go with black. I did purchase myself another stamp. It's actually a circular one that's smaller because not all documents are equal when it comes to space. And when you do place your stamp, you want to make sure that it is not being covered up by any words or anything. It wants to be clear and precise and not being covered up. So after you choose your package, well, one thing, you don't necessarily have to pay for the package. If you don't, you just go ahead and pay for your bond and your state fee. It'll be $71. Another thing is if you, in the state of Texas, you can't be a felon to um, become a notary. As far as I believe, you can't. Don't stop, don't let me stop you from trying. But this company, if they don't send out your seal or stamp all the other items to you until after you're actually commissioned. That way, if your commission is denied, you will just get a refund for the other items that you paid for. But if they send it out, then most likely you were accepted, and you're just waiting on your email from the Secretary of State for you to go ahead and get sworn in, basically, and become commissioned. Because once your commission does come through, you will need to get it notarized by a notary, which I do. So in the comment section, I will actually place my email address there and my number, and you can text me anytime if you uh, need your notarization done or any other kind of notarizations. You can go ahead and contact me. I will link up with you online no matter what state you are in. I can link up with you and notarize any document that you like. And I particularly say, decided to say this because I, although there are tons of notaries out there are not a ton out there to get your this basic document notarized. I don't know. It was hard for me to find somebody, and by the grace of God, I was finally able to find somebody who was directly right around the corner from me, and she was so sweet, and she notarized my document for me. Um, she notarized my document for me, and we actually became friends after that. She actually helped me do my first general notarization by giving me one of her customers because she couldn't do it. And then after that, things just started to take off the way that they did. So I had my first general notarization and my first loan signing that was direct, meaning they contacted me, not that I found them through a title company or I picked a job off of a title company. This was something that they found me off of Google, either Yelp or one of my pages that I have listed or whatever, and that's how they found me. And I mean, I pretty much do some of their documents off and on. But back to what we were at. So after you choose your package, you'll click next and make your payment and everything. So the next website I'm going to go to is, oh, so back to the American Association of Notary real quick. The total would come out to be at least 90 something dollars for everything. So next, Texas Secretary of State's website. It's kind of hard to navigate. It's a lot of, when you start clicking on stuff, you start to see all of these words and stuff, and it could kind of be frustrating. So first you'll click up here on top where it says Notary Apostles and Authentication. We will talk about apostille later because I am still fairly new to this and I really, really want to get into that. I just gotta figure out how. I mean, it's not hard. We'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do it together with the, maybe we'll do it together. Um, So I'm going to click on that. Here, when you click here, it'll bring you to this site, this part of the page here. And the site does offer some kind of training. It's not necessarily for you necessary for you to do the training in order for you to apply to become a notary. Um, but it is helpful stuff that's coming directly from the Texas Secretary of State. So you'll click on Notary Public Forms. You'll go down to Form 2301. So it's the application for appointment as a Texas Notary Public, general application and bond form to become a Texas notary. You'll click on either how you're gonna, get the document. I didn't mean to click on Word. So this is what the document looks like. You'll fill all of this information in, and then you can print it and then mail it on off yourself. Like I said, I went with the other option and just paid someone else to do it for me. So that's pretty much it when it comes to filling it out for the Texas Secretary of State website. I don't think they have it electronically for you to apply to them. I think that's the only option. It is $50. It's cheaper than the first website I showed you. But you don't get a notarial seal and you don't get a notarial journal. You don't get a membership with a group and you don't get a bond. You'd have to find your own bond. So it's just a $50 for the to be appointed as a notary public. But it is the cheaper of the two. You could always go on Amazon and buy yourself a notarial journal and a stamp like I did. Later on down the line is what I did. So the next website I'm going to take you to is the National Notary Association here. This website is widely known. It does work with different states, as you can see here. They work along all of these states here. And basically here you'll just click become a notary, get started. In here, these are the three options that they do provide for you. Basic notary, standard notary, and complete notary. Prices here, $166, $223, and $294. This is all you would be getting depending on which package you chose. They have a lot more products that come with it. You still get a seal, you still get a notarial journal through them, but you also not just get, a 4-year Texas bond. You also get either a 1-year $25,000 E&O insurance or a 4-year if you get the 294 package. You also get a quick starting guide. The first website I showed you, they do have one to where you can get some general knowledge. But I believe it's $25 when I did it. I'm not quite sure how much the price is now. But I mean, you get quite more for the $249, but it's $249. I am not being sponsored by either of these websites. I'm just, sharing the information that I have acquired. But you choose and you decide which way you want to go. If you're okay paying this amount of money and you can do it, go right ahead. I mean, more power to you. They do offer a lot of more stuff than most places. And then to be able to have their 4-year hotline subscription to get, answer your questions and everything, it's pretty awesome. I want to say that when you do choose a package, after you choose order now, you'll have to fill all of that in, your information in to sign up, and then it'll take you to the payment screen. I want to say, because I did this a couple of days ago, there is no tax. You will just, as far as I believe, there's no tax. You just pay straight out the 223 or the 220, the 294 or 166 when making your payment. But they are a great hand to hold when going through your notary services. This will be it for today's video. I want to say, like, I'm going to iterate this again. If you do need anything notarized and you want to link up, just either shoot me an email or shoot me a text and I will respond, because this is what I do all day. Well, not just this, I also do dabble and I just got licensed to be a life insurance agent. I do refer people to home security and auto and home insurance. So if you need either of those things, please do not hesitate to hit me up in the comment section. Send me a text, send me an email. I am open to hearing out anything. But yeah, next time we'll go through the next steps that you should be taking, and we're most likely going to be coming back to the National Notary Association, because this is the next step I took in order to start doing notarizations online. It was a pleasure. Thank you, and please come back to see the next video.